Hey church family, on behalf of the outreach team, I'd like to introduce 3 ministry proposals. But first, a little background as to the why for these proposals. Back in 2017, the church came together in an effort known as Building Into the Next Generation. And part of this initiative involved a survey to determine areas where we would like to see growth. And it became clear that one area is expanded opportunities for evangelism and outreach. As a result, the outreach team was formed. Many meetings and prayers have culminated in these 3 ministry proposals. The first is a single mother's home. The second is expanded opportunities for international outreach. And third is random acts of kindness. Keep in mind that these are high-level summaries, and more details for each proposal will be sent in writing.
So the Single Moms Ministry would be a physical location in Lafayette that would serve at-risk moms in our community. It would provide a path to safety, support, and spiritual growth, first primarily through our church body by forming relationships with these moms and just providing appropriate and safe housing. This would fill a need in our community because Lafayette currently doesn't have any intermediate long-term housing solutions or support for moms in these kinds of situations. Now, we do realize this will require some significant resources and some organization to make this ministry happen, which is why we propose that this ministry be modeled after a 501c3 business model, so nonprofit, and would be led by a part-time director. All right, so with Purdue in our backyard and lots of large employers in the Lafayette area, we find ourselves surrounded with a lot of international neighbors in our community. A lot of these people have left their support groups from home and they're looking for community, and sometimes they're even looking to experience some American culture. So this is a perfect opportunity as Christians to plug in, to build relationships with them, and ultimately have an avenue to share the gospel with them. So there are actually a lot of ministries in this Lafayette area who are already doing this, reaching out to these people and doing it really well. So what we would do is look for ways to partner with these already established organizations and bring opportunities here to our church in a more formal way than what we have been doing in the past. This ministry here at our church would be led by a coordinator who would work to research opportunities to form these formal partnerships with the ministries in the area and bring them to us. And this coordinator would also develop training opportunities for here in our congregation. So that's the International Outreach Ministry. So the third ministry we'd like to propose would be called Random Acts of Kindness, and it would be a service project-based ministry that would serve people in our community through things like roofing projects, home repair, painting, yard work, even things like city bus rides, handing out gift cards, offering support to new moms who might not have that community around them. This would be led by a small team of people who would organize these projects, bring them to the church, and get them going. This would engage our church well because our church does have such a strong, broad range of skill sets. So it would use a lot of us, a lot of different people. And whenever we say random acts of kindness, we want to put the emphasis on acts because it reminds us of Acts 20:35, when Paul calls us to labor and work intentionally for those around us. And that's the ministry called Random Acts of Kindness.
So church, we've identified this gap and we know we have room to grow as far as local outreach and ministry. We hope these 3 ideas speak to your hearts and that they're ideas that we can rally behind and engage in to make them come to life. We really appreciate your prayerful consideration in how you might be a part of these ministries and make them grow. Thank you for your time.